Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good afternoon. My name is Judge Christy Ruppe. You're all here today for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause means that it's just more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you are considered not guilty of what you've been charged with. That status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings up until changed by the state attorney's office if they prove the case against you beyond and to the exclusion of every reasonable doubt. In all likelihood, you are arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you are given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of pretrial release which will be imposed upon you. You are entitled to have an attorney represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire one, I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you this morning. You are also entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, and counsel know where you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to make that phone call, please let me know. I'll make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, and most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there will be an assistant state attorney in this court writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'd like everyone to raise your right hand. Second, please, you under oath. Solemnly swear or affirm testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Okay, go ahead and put your hands down. As I call your name, please come forward to the podium. Nicole Hammer. Good afternoon, Ms. Hammer. Can I have your date of birth?
548.
Did you say 83?
I'm sorry?
What's your date of birth?
It's May 4th, 1983.
Okay. You are here today for an aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer or other officer, and resisting an officer with violence. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, please.
Okay, I will appoint the Public Defender's Office for you. I have an address for you on North Ave in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How long have you lived there, Ms. Hammer?
About 8 months.
Okay. How long have you lived in Hernando County?
About 8 months.
Okay. Do you have a job?
Yes, I do.
What kind of work do you do?
I work for a child's charity for abused and neglected children finding foster care.
Okay. And where did you live before you moved to Hernando County?
In Pensacola with my husband and his family. They own a general contracting company.
Okay. All right, state any prior record for Ms. Hammer?
2015, obtaining controlled substance by fraud, times many, out of Polk County. Looks like those were all no pros. Times many no process, Judge.
Okay. Okay. All right, Ms. Hammer, I'm going to order that you have no contact with Jessica Turner. Don't have any contact with her whatsoever. That's the victim in your case. Do not call her. Do not write her. Do not email her. If you do have any contact with her while this case is pending, you could be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to set your bond account number 1 at $5,000. Count number 2 and 3 is going to be $2,000 each. We're going to see you back to court on April 16th at 9 o'clock, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. I just don't. How much was it total? The bond.
$9,000.
All right, thanks.
Felix Collardi. Can I have your date of birth?
12/13/1971.
You are here today for a trafficking charge. The bond amount is currently $25,000. Possession of methamphetamine, the bond amount is currently $10,000. Possession of hashish, the bond amount is currently $2,000. Introduction of contraband into the jail facility, the bond amount is currently $2,000. And possession of drug paraphernalia, the bond amount is currently $1,000. I did find probable cause for each of those. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I will appoint the Public Defender's Office. States if Mr. Collardi have a prior record.
He does, Your Honor.
So where's my bond altogether?
Can you hold on one moment, Mr. Collardi?
Beginning in 1998, paraphernalia conviction. 1997, possession of cocaine conviction. 1997, conspiring to distribute some sort of a controlled substance, also conviction. Marijuana possession misdemeanor conviction. Dealing stolen property in 1997 conviction. 1998, dealing stolen property conviction. Delivery of cocaine in 1999 conviction. Obtaining controlled substance by fraud in 2008 conviction. Possession of synthetic cannabinoid conviction. That's in 2008. Also resisting without on that charge. Possession of misdemeanor cannabis in 2010 conviction. Possession of synthetic cannabinoid in 2010 conviction. Burglary of a dwelling conviction in 2010.
All right, you can stop.
×2.
Mr. Collardi, were you just released from the Department of Corrections about a month ago?
Yes, ma'am.
Gotcha. What were you in there for?
2 simple possessions.
Possession of methamphetamine, possession of heroin. You served 3 years on that?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm a drug addict. I need drug program.
You think so?
Yes, ma'am.
I have an address to on Elgin Boulevard. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there? Since you got out?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Where did you live before you were sentenced? Was it Hillsborough?
No, I've been living here in Spring Hill, on and off for like 15 years.
Okay. I mean, that wasn't the first time you were in prison. You were released in 2013, you were released in 2006, and you were released in 2002, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you've had drug charges since 1999, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a job?
Not at the moment, ma'am.
Good answer. Okay, bond amount in account number 1 is going to be $50,000. Bond amount in account number 2 is $20,000. Account number 3 is 4. Account number 4 is 4. Account number 5 is 2. $80,000 bond will see you back to court April 16th at 9 a.m.
Ma'am, I don't have any money to bond out.
Okay. Scott Galenick. I have your date of birth.
7/8/82.
You are here today for possession of paraphernalia and trafficking in drugs, possession of methamphetamine, possession of a controlled substance ×2, introduction of contraband into the jail facility, and possession of paraphernalia. I found probable cause for all 7 charges. I want the Public Defender's Office to represent you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's a co-defendant, so if you want to make a note of that as far as regional counsel. Okay, I'll appoint the public defender in each of your cases. State prior record.
Again in 2004, aggravated battery, pregnant female. Looks like that was dropped. 2006, an FTA. 2006, uttering contempt of court in 2007 for violating a DV injunction. Found guilty of that. Duelis, 2007, Duelis, in violation of a DV injunction again. Simple battery in 2007. Possession of a controlled substance. Felony out of Pasco. Looks like oxycodone. That was also a conviction. 2007, another conviction on that. Roxy's. Went to prison for 3 years. 2007, Duelis. Trafficking in oxycodone, 4 grams to under 30 kilograms. And that was in 2008, convicted. Looks like the same 3-year prison sentence. Looks like he also violated his probation. Felony Duelis. Conviction. Dealing in stolen property, 2011. Grand theft. Conviction. Went on probation, violated that probation. By picking up grand thefts in 2012. Convictions. Dealing in stolen property again. Times several, went back to prison. Fighting pawnbroker conviction. Violated probation again. Dealing in stolen property, 2012. Burglary of a structure, 2012. That's all I can confirm this morning, or this afternoon, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Gallinek, I have an address for you on Broad Street in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
5 years.
Do you have a job?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Bond account number 1 is $50,000. Count number 2 is $20,000. Count number 3 is $4,000. Count number 4 is $4,000. Count number 5 is $4,000. Count number 6 is $2,000. $84,000. Then you have another misdemeanor possession paraphernalia here. The bond amount on that is $2,000. You'll see you back to court on the misdemeanor on April 12th, and on the felonies on April 16th. I've appointed the public defender in both cases. Someone will reach out to you soon.
Okay.
Kennedy Grigsby. Can I have your date of birth?
02/2996.
You were here today for possession of controlled substance. Bond amount is $2,000. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office?
What was that?
Do you want the public defender's office?
Yes, ma'am.
State prior record?
Appears to be a first offense, Your Honor.
Okay, I don't have an address for you. Where are you living these days, ma'am?
I used to use my law office for the address. I don't have to hear it.
Okay. Well, where do you live?
This is St. with a friend.
Where's that friend live?
My mother's from address in Georgia.
Okay. So, you just came here from Georgia?
I came here from Georgia in October.
Okay, and since then you haven't maintained an address? You've been just staying with friends?
I don't know, I was thinking like a month ago. Why does that? I don't know.
What matters is, if I can't figure out where you're from and where you live, then I can't confirm your ties to the community, which has to do with what your bond amount is. I'm sorry that you don't feel like your bond amount matters.
No, that does matter. I most recently lived on Bolton Street off Landover, and then I was staying with a friend in Super High.
Your bond amount is $5,000. I'll see you back on April 16th. Gustavo Rangel?
$1229.75.
You're here today for a domestic battery. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office?
No, ma'am.
You can hire a private attorney?
that I've needed.
Okay, State Attorney, his prior record.
Looks like out of New Jersey. I dropped cannabis charge. Looks like he went to prison on a manufacturing and distribution of some sort of drug, potentially heroin, back in 2000 out of New Jersey. 2008, simple assault, no disposition showing. That's all I got for this morning, or this afternoon, Judge.
Okay. All right. When did you get here from New Jersey, Mr. Engel?
About 3 years ago.
Okay. Have you lived in Hernando County for those 3 years?
No, I lived in Pasco County for a year, and I've been living in Hernando for the last 2 years.
2 years already. Do you have a job?
Yes, Your Honor.
What kind of work do you do, sir?
I'm a shipping manager at a manufacturer, building materials.
Okay. All right, I need to order that you have no contact with the victim in your case, Michelle Gonzalez. Don't have any contact with her whatsoever, okay? Do not call her. Do not call her. Do not write her. Do not email her. Any way that you can imagine having contact with Michelle, I forbid you from doing so. If you do have any contact with her while this case is pending, you could be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I also need to hold you in custody until 4 o'clock today in case Michelle wants to file any civil paperwork against you so they know where to serve you, okay?
All right.
All right. I'll give you a bond on this case. Your bond's going to be $1,000, and we'll see you back to court April 12th at 9 o'clock.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Is there a way I can do a phone call? Because I haven't had a phone call since I've been here.
Absolutely. If you've not received your phone call, the folks at the jail there, they're going to get you that phone call today, okay?
All right, thank you.
Corey Rodriguez.
Hello, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Can I have your date of birth?
10/23/1992.
Okay. You are here today for a domestic battery. I found probable cause for your arrest. Did you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. Does he have a prior record, Steve?
Drop charges, Judge. Cannabis conviction, misdemeanor. Dropped resisting without. Dropped DV assault. Criminal mischief that was dropped. 2013 burglary. To dwelling. Which was pled down to burglary of a structure, which is a conviction. Looks like he went to prison on that. An arrest for robbery back in 2015. Got a conviction on that. Looks like strong armed robbery. Went back to prison. And looks like he was released last year, Judge. That's all I'm showing.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, I have an address to you on Debbie Street in Sarasota, Florida. Is that where you live?
Ma'am, I was actually in the process of moving back to my hometown, which is Spring Hill. My father lives on 5230 Birchwood Road. And I was actually in the process of going there, but I got pulled over because we were arguing, and they said that I hit her.
Okay.
But in the statements, it shows I didn't do none of that, but that's besides the point. The point is I was trying to go to my father's house, so I'd have ties to this community, you see what I'm saying? But I grew up here. It's just I did my CRD up in Sarasota, so I wouldn't get in trouble here.
Okay. When did you get out of prison? Last March?
March 6th last year.
Okay. All right, I need to order that you have no contact with Katie Kincaid, okay? Don't have any
Ma'am,
Do not-
is there any way we can...
Do
My
not,
bad for interrupting.
yeah, don't interrupt me, and do not argue with me about this. You would have no contact with her. Correct?
I understand you're saying that she has nowhere to go when she's in the city. She doesn't know this place at all. She's from Houston, Texas. I was gonna offer for a peaceful contact because we didn't have anything going on. We have hearsay saying that I hit her. You see what I'm saying? And she has nothing. So I was hoping that, you know what I'm saying, just to help her out, I can have contact with her.
Okay.
She's trying to drop the charges right now.
Okay, Mr.
I
Rodriguez,
have no contact.
it's my turn. You ready? You just
Understand
got out
my
of
bad.
prison. Yeah, you're bad. You just got out of prison a year ago, and now I have a manager at McDonald's who's an independent witness who knows neither one of you, saying that they saw you push Katie Kincaid against her will against a vehicle. That's not hearsay, sir. That's evidence. Okay? So you hear what I'm saying? So you're to
Yes,
have
I
no
understand.
you're to have no contact with Katie Kincaid. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Yes, ma'am.
No contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not have anyone else call, write, or email. If you have any contact with her whatsoever, you will be held in contempt of court and you will be charged with another crime. Do you understand that? I'm going to hold
Yes,
you until
ma'am.
4 o'clock today. I'm going to set your bond at $10,000 and see you get back to court April 12th at 9 a.m.
Ma'am.
Joseph Patton, you need to stop. Date of birth, please.
11/22/77.
You're here charged with burglary of a dwelling with an assault. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office?
Yes, please.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. States, do you have a prior record?
2005, possession of cocaine, which is a withhold. 2005, disorderly conduct for fighting, also withhold. 2008, trespass to structure or conveyance, so withhold. 2010, got an FTA. 2006, possession of cocaine. Looks like he was just registering. 2006 in Spring Hill. Could be some out-of-state judge, but I can't really confirm that right now.
All right. Joseph, I have an address for you in Cranbrook Court in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
3 years.
Do you have a job?
Workman's comp.
All right. I need you to have no contact with the victims in your case. Timothy Schultz and Deanna Schultz, don't have any contact with them whatsoever. Do not go back to their house. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to keep your bond at $5,000. We'll see you back to court April 16th at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Did I get everyone at the jail?